Girl, please don't go back. Remember all the chaticos you don't have to deal with anymore. I know you're feeling down. You miss him. It's normal. But do you know what's even more normal? Moving on and never looking back. Because let's be real, you don't actually miss him. You miss the version of him that you created in your head. The one who barely existed. The real him? That man was a walking red flag. And deep down, you know it. So let me remind you of all the chaticos you don't have to deal with anymore. No more left on read anxiety. Remember when you would send a message all happy and excited, and he would just leave you on read for hours? And then when he finally answered, it was something dry like, sup or K? Girl, you were basically dating a human version of bad Wi-Fi. Now you can message whoever you want without waiting for some guy to decide you're important enough to respond to. And let's be honest, when a man really likes you, he is not waiting 8 hours to reply. No one is that busy unless they are the president. And even then, they still find time to tweet. No more FBI-level interrogations. Who was that guy who liked your picture? Why were you online but not answering? Who were you with at 6:37 p.m. last Thursday? Being with him felt like living in a crime documentary. You were always under investigation. The worst part? He never believed your answers anyway. You could show him a GPS report, security footage, and a sworn affidavit, and he would still say, yeah, but I just have a feeling. Now you are free to do whatever you want without having to justify every move. You can go out with your friends, post a selfie, and breathe without someone thinking you're on trial. No more drama over nothing. You forgot to text him goodnight one time, and suddenly he acted like you abandoned him on a deserted island. But when he disappeared for a whole weekend, it was just because I was busy. The double standards were real. Now you don't have to walk on eggshells or deal with unnecessary drama. No more fights over imaginary problems. No more emotional roller coasters. Just peace and quiet. And let's be honest, that's way better than any relationship where you constantly have to defend yourself. No more complaints about your favorite shows. You would put on your favorite series and he would immediately start complaining about how boring it was. But the minute he turned on a 5-hour documentary about trains or watched random YouTube videos of people fixing engines, that was suddenly peak entertainment. Now you can binge watch whatever you want in peace. You can rewatch your favorite show 5 times, pause whenever you feel like it, and nobody is going to grab the remote or roll their eyes. That, my friend, is true freedom. No more self-esteem sabotage. Remember when you got all dressed up feeling amazing and he barely looked at you? Or worse, he would say something like, oh, you're wearing that? Girl, a real man hypes up his woman. If he wasn't looking at you like you were the best thing that ever happened to him, then what was the point? Now, you can wear whatever makes you feel good. You can take 100 selfies, and no one is going to make a snarky comment. And let's not forget the best part. No one is there to make you doubt your worth ever again. Bonus, your peace is more important than any relationship. Now that you're free from all this nonsense, don't even think about going back. Your peace, your happiness, and your future are worth more than a guy who made you question yourself every day. A real relationship is supposed to add to your life, not drain you. Alert! This is a wake-up call. Don't go back, and whatever you do, don't marry this narcissistic person, because trust me, it will only get worse. The red flags are there for a reason, and once you're tied down, it's even harder to break free. Your life is too precious to spend it stuck with someone who doesn't value you. You deserve better. Marrying a narcissist is entering an endless cycle of manipulation and disappointment. Everything we mentioned above will be tripled. The gaslighting, the lack of empathy, the emotional neglect, and the control. When you finally wake up, years will have passed, and the time you spent trying to change the situation will weigh heavily on you. And the harsh truth is that narcissists don't change, no matter how hard you try. They will continue acting the same way. And the one who has to change, adapt, and face reality is you. You'll realize that, in the end, the only thing that can change this dynamic is your decision to walk away from that relationship and free yourself from everything that doesn't serve you. So if this gave you the reality check you needed, share it with that one friend who needs to hear it too. And subscribe, because here we tell the truth, but always with a little humor.